from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.
I'm gonna take myself a piece of sunshine and paint it all over my sky, yeah. Be no rain, be no rain. I'm gonna take the song from every bird and make them sing it just for me, yeah. Birds got something to teach us all about being free, yeah. Be no rain, be no rain. And I think I'll call it morning from now on. Why should I survive on sadness and tell myself I've got to be alone? Why should I subscribe to this world's madness, knowing that I've got to live on? Knowing that I've got to live on. Knowing that I've got to live on. Yeah, I think I'll call it morning from now on.
I'm telling you, every time I hear that song, it makes me so very happy. I just love it. Il Scott Haran. I think I'll call it morning. Good morning, beautiful people. We are up early. Hey, Harry. Good morning, Harry Droz. I see y'all got a water main break somewhere in Waterbury. Waterbury with the water main break. I'm telling you, there's always some water main break in Waterbury. What is happening? Anyway, I'm up early. Let's see what's going on in the world. So, uh, y'all know I'm Babz Rolls Ivy. This is up early. LoveBabz, LoveTalk. We make it do what it do up in here. It's live radio on 103.5 WNHH. You know, we're live streaming across a great many social media platforms. You can see us on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever else Harry has us. I don't even know all the places. And there's folks that listen in on other things other than Facebook. And like my sister Lo listens through the app, I think. So good morning, everybody. It's another rainy day in the Elm. It was rainy yesterday. It's rainy today. It's rainy. It's rainy. It's rainy. It's rainy. I was catching a little bit of the news, and it was saying, you know, some old thing is happening on the Boston Post Road. They got the first responders are out there. I don't know what happened. You got to turn on the news for that. I'm just telling you, it's almost like hearsay. I heard him say this on the news. So I'm telling people because some of y'all got to go that way. Just be mindful. You know, just be mindful. There might be a little traffic backup. Rainy conditions expected. Light rain for the next hour or so. It's 67 degrees in the Elm. Bit overcast. Overcast. But it's going to rain, I think, for the better part of the day. And then I think you should catch a little bit of break this afternoon with just cloudiness and like maybe drizzle or something. So just thought I'd share that with y'all because I know some of y'all got to get out. Some of y'all are on your way to the gym. Some of y'all are leaving the gym. You know, and then tomorrow's going to be great. It's going to be 81 degrees Sunday, honey. So get out there and be ready. And then it's going to rain. It's going to be cloudy on Saturday. Big whoop. And then rain Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's going to rain. So we are doing our imitation of Seattle for the next week or so. Air quality is moderate. So I'm telling you, I was watching I don't know why I was watching this because it's just more tools of mass distraction by the Republicans. So they dragged Dr. Fauci in front of some congressional hearing to carry on about COVID, and they released his diaries, and I guess they thought, I don't know what the Republicans, they are a class of stupid people. And the way they think, majority of people don't think that way, even though lots of people voted for them. And I'm trying to understand. And I'm a thinking woman. I am a thinking woman. I love politics. I love world stuff. I'm a thinker. So I'm trying to understand why are we talking about COVID right now when we got a whole other problem with the food system? Why are we talking about COVID? I'm baffled by this. So they dragged Fauci for, what is it, misleading the American public? I'm thinking to myself, you got a whole dumbass president who suggested, not even suggested, said, I think a little bleach would clear this up. You got people out there. You got people out there thinking bleach would clear COVID. You got people out there thinking, what are some horse pills, some horse tranquilizers, horse antibiotics would help them? I mean, you have people out here doing all manner. And the president of the United States at the time, Trumpy Dumpy Dummy, didn't help nothing. But they're gonna drag. Dr. Fauci is good, and they kicked his attorney out, which You know, they always think they gotta be gotcha. They always on this gotcha tip. Oh look, we gonna get you. And they always come across 90, no, 100% of the time. They just look like fools. And it is really embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed by the American government right now. It's embarrassing. I got friends all over the world, and they always sending me jokes and sending me like international comics and stuff like that. Laughing at us, and I can't even get mad. It's funny, it's sad, makes me want to cry, but they not wrong. Ooh, we got the dumb Donald. Remember dumb Donald from Fat Albert? Dumb Donald. And this Trump ain't even nowhere close to as cool as dumb Donald and Fat Albert. Gosh, they're so stupid, and then they're talking their trash, and I'm thinking to myself, y'all waste, but you you don't got no time for nothing else, but you got time to drag us back to COVID times, which I'm trying to understand. Well, he's already been pardoned. What is this? It's just show. They love theater, and you know what? They love very bad theater. Because they're all stupid and they're sitting up there and they're yelling and carrying on and performing. And none of y'all gonna get an Oscar. If anything, you'll win something for the worst performance by a congressman in a sitcom. I'm like, COVID? That's the stuff y'all want to. All right. Not get us out of a stupid war, not be the military for Israel, not all the stuff that, not talk about why gas is so high. What we know why, because we already have putzing around in Iran killing people for at the behest of Netanyahu. But we're gonna stay stuck on COVID. Y'all didn't want to talk about COVID when COVID was at the height of COVID. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to talk about COVID when COVID was hot. Now they want to talk because it's just a way to distract the American public. And I don't know who they think they're distracting by this. They're just giving fodder to the late night comedy stuff. So ridiculous. Like, so ridiculous. I'm like, all right. And everybody's like, Fauci's a hero. He was a hero during the AIDS epidemic because he saved us, and he was a hero during COVID. And when you work with when you are as bright and as brilliant as he is, and you got to work as he is, and you have to work around stupid people. That's very taxing. It's very taxing to work around stupid people. It really is. Having done it in my life, it's hard. Hard. Yesterday I was at my internship and I was listening to the kids talk about religion. They were talking about Judaism. They was talking about um, the Odyssey, and it was a young woman in the group, and it's like, I don't know, maybe 8 of them, and she never read the Odyssey or the Iliad, so she was having a hard time understanding. They was trying to explain to her what it is, and she was like, "Is there a book or something? When was this book written?" And they were like, "Oh, 3,000-4,000 years ago." and and she was like, "When did y'all read this?" And they were like, "Oh, seventh grade, eighth grade." And she's like, "I've never heard of this." And I'm sitting in there and I'm listening. It's just grating my nerves. I wanted to go in there. I was like, girl. But they did a great job of explaining the Odyssey. You know, um, he goes on this journey tries to get back home, takes forever. And, they're telling her about the Cyclops and the sirens and the gods and the demigods. And she was like, what? I was like, there is such a disconnect in the education system. It really is a real disconnect. So then somehow or other they got on. I don't know. A couple of kids in the group are, I guess, Jewish, and they were talking about Judaism. And she was like, "I don't understand Judaism. Tell me." I mean, she was just asking some questions that were almost borderline insulting, but they're good sports, so they entertained it. So they were trying to give her the story about Moses freeing the slaves from Egypt. And I was hearing them half-ass tell the story. I so wanted to go in there and say, "Listen, this is the story. This is." They never mentioned Moses. It was like, oh, the plagues came, and she was like, "What?" She was like, "Well, what is this whole red thing on the door?" And then they were like, "Oh, that's the blood for Passover. You put some lamb's blood on the door for." And she was like, "What?" Oh my God! My nerves. I was sitting there listening. I was like, I could just go in there and I could just teach a 20-minute the class on this. I could just do it. I could bring them up to speed. But I didn't want to do that because they're young people and I'm an old person, and I didn't. I just didn't want to correct them. I was listening to see if they were going to get to what it was. They got some of it. Some of them got it. The Jewish kids got it. She was like, "Oh, I want to come and sit in on a thing," and I was like, "Ooh," and they were just like, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm." I was like, "Man," and she just was going on and on and on about what she didn't know. No, she wasn't playing them. She honestly did not know. She honestly did not know because that wasn't. She just wasn't. She just had no awareness of this. And she talked about the book that she read when she was, in school. And she was like, "No, we didn't read any of those kinds of things. We didn't know anything about that." And I was like, "Ooh, girl." Mm. So, but listen, she's in the defender's office interning. I think they're college students. I don't think they're law students. I think they're college students. But they might be. I don't know. I'm not sure because there's so many people in the office. You know, like I know there's one high school student. Well, there's a handful of high school students, and the rest are college. And there's only a handful of us that are law students. But that conversation got me thinking about the education system yet again. Yet again. You know what? We just gonna have to recommit to freedom schools. Freedom schools after school, because there's a real deafening gap happening in terms of what people know and what they don't know. So anyway, I don't want to lament that. I had dinner with my besties last night, and we went straight Mediterranean. Ife cooked a good damn dinner last night. Lord have mercy. Black Jesus. It was good, Lord of mercy. She roasted up some chicken. She made a couscous lentil Mediterranean side dish. And then she roasted up some beautiful carrots and turnips. I mean, they were roasted to perfection. I mean, it was so good. We cap it off with some prosecco. We've been rocking the Costco prosecco because the Costco prosecco is $8.49 a bottle, baby, and it's good. I get the rosé, the summer water. Summer water. So anyway, we had that for dinner last night, and I had went to Via Lecta and got some praline, vegan ice cream, which we love, love, love. So we had great dinner. But we usually when we have dinner together, we watch a TV show. We watched two last night. We watched Diara from Detroit started back up season 2. Now, if you've never seen this show, it's really good. It's funny. She's black. Everybody's black. It's good. It's really, really good. It's good. So we watched the first two episodes, the only two episodes that had loaded for the new season. So we watched that. And then we watched the first episode of Octavia Spencer is in a new miniseries of some sort. I guess a show. And it is really good. She's with that blondie white chick. Um what's her name? Wait, give me a minute. Uh Give me a minute. I'll look it up. Uh but it was really, really, really a good show. It's such a good show. So anyway, her best friend of 30 years is an assassin. She don't know this. And she's married to a cat, a British cat. They're over there in the UK. And she's married to a British cat, the Octavia Spencer character. And she's like, building his life to become prime minister. Hannah Waddington. I mean, Waddingham. And she's really good. If you watch the show she's very famous in, whatever that show is. I haven't watched any of that show. But I like her because she is a good looking woman. She's good looking in this show. Well, anyway, she's an assassin, and she's like a 50-year-old assassin. They kind of want her to like dial it back, and they kind of want her out because she's been restless. What they're trying to say is menopause is getting the best of you, girl. It's time for you to hang up your assassin badge because you out here being flamboyant. We just need simple assassinations, and you out here, you know, trying to be drawing attention. So push come to shove, she's supposed to assassinate somebody. It goes awry, and then they send. You know what they do? I mean, it's like any other assassin movie. They send the assassin to kill the assassin, and so she gotta like. And then her girlfriend, Octavia Butler, her bestie, her husband, on the way to some big political dinner thing, tells her, because she's noticing calls from the attorney. He's like, "Why do you need a family attorney?" "Oh, I'm divorcing you. I want a divorce. I'm not happy. I know you're not happy." She's like, "I am happy. What are you talking about?" And then she gets to the party. She overdrinks. Her girlfriend is there on assignment, trying to assassinate whoever was ready to whatever speak. It goes awry, and then they got to get out for their dear lives. It is very well done. I think anybody would enjoy it. And you know what I like best about it? These are not 20-year-old chicks, you know, with flat tummies and high butts. These are women, been seen a thing or two, done a thing or two. And they are very good at this. And I've not seen Octavia. I'm not a real fan of her, but I am now. Just because of this role. Because I always feel like she plays these mean, angry. I just don't. She's always the same character to me. But this, she is not. She's funny, and she's quick witted, and all the things. So it's good. I'm gonna stick with it. So, yeah. So we watched the first episode. It's a ride. It's a really good ride. You know. So, uh, oh, was she the shame nun? I don't even remember that. Ooh, you know. I always. And now I got to go back and look. Now I got to go and not go back to Game of Thrones, but pull it up on YouTube. I think every British actor in the world was in Game of Thrones. Had to. So that was my Wednesday night. I made it to work. I had to go do an MRI yesterday. An MRI is like being in a open-ended casket with air blowing on you. So I had to do that, and with contrast. So they got to put all that whatever that is in you. And so I did that. It took about 45 minutes. So I did that, and then I went to the office. I hung out there. What did I do? I had a 1:30 phone call, so that went well. Just updating somebody on where I'm at. So that was good. Today is Thursday. I think I'm gonna go to court today for two things, and then oh, I thought I had to go to the doctor's today. I don't have any doctor stuff today. Okay, I have doctor stuff tomorrow, Friday. I got the cardiologist tomorrow. Okay, I got two things tomorrow. So I gotta go talk. I gotta go see the cardiologist and follow up, and then I gotta go see the gynecologist because I got to schedule this hysterectomy because it's got to come out because it's pressing on other organs. These fibroids that have gotten out of control. So anyway, uh, I just thought I'd put it up there. Oh, there she is. Oh, I would have never recognized her. She was that nun or whatever that is. I don't know. Some woman in some shrouded clothing. Okay, but she's good. I like her. She looks good in this ride or die thing. She looks really good. So, she looks really good. Let's see what else is going on. I wanted to talk about some entertainment thing, but I don't remember. Oh, for all you people whining about um because I already see the rumblings of what is it? Children of Blood and Bone. I see people already whining about it because the trailer is out. It's very black. There are no white people in this film. And all these white people were weighing in talking about, y'all cry so much about diversity. How is this diversity? I was like, go. I see, you know what I've been saying on these sites? You know what? The Melania movie is still streaming, and all the monsters in that are white. You might enjoy that. So, don't waste your time on a black ass movie. Go see Melania. Everybody's white and the monsters are white. Everybody's white. Everybody's a monster. Go see that. That's all. I didn't want to hear anything about it. I'm going to see it. I read the book. I didn't get to the second book yet. I think it's a 3-book trilogy. And somebody gave it to me for my birthday, like a long time ago. But I finally got it in like 2 summers ago. And I enjoyed it immensely. So I'm looking forward to this movie. And people are like, "Oh, it looks like Wakanda, it looks like Woman King," and it looks like all those things because we're not used to seeing these kinds of movies with us in them. But I can't wait, my friends. I'm gonna be right there. I'm trying to decide if I want to go see the Odyssey. I kind of do. I kind of want to see it only because for the filmmaking stuff. They shot this thing in IMAX. And as a filmmaker, I used to work with people who make films and made films, so I know something about how to make a film and the particular kinds of equipment you use to make a film. And so IMAX is a pretty big deal. First of all, it's a big loud ass camera, and they built a box. Novel idea. They built a box to soundproof it so that they could use it. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't even know what you would do if you couldn't. If you couldn't kill that sound. I guess you'd have to lay sound over it and act like you don't hear it. So I want to see it for that. I want to see it in the IMAX format because that's what it was shot on. And so and for the old school cinematology of it, that's what I'm interested in. Like they didn't use CG. They use actual people, movement, all the things. So I just want to see it for that value. You know, I mean, I read the Odyssey and the Iliad. I read the poems by Homer. I read all the stuff. I'm a Greek mythology fan. I'm a Norse mythology fan. But I want to see this for the cinematography. And it better win some awards because I think this is a big deal. And he could have made a different kind of film using all the new technology, but he used the new technology to shoot an old film, which is kind of cool. That's like real filmmaking. Not to say everything else is not real filmmaking, but this requires some work and some real choreography. And I appreciate that, because we're moving away from that. We are, technology is making it, I mean, you could shoot a whole movie, shoot and edit a movie, add sound and whatever you want on your iPhone these days, you know. So to make a big movie like this with all the bells and whistles from back in the day, to give it that real feel, it's kind of cool. So I might try to squeeze it in this weekend. We'll see what happens. We'll see how my weekend roll out. I've got a party to go to on Saturday. I love a good ass party, people. And it's one of my favorite people throwing a party. So I'll be around for that. I'm not going to the Puerto Ricans United Gala. I'm gonna miss that, unfortunately. But they always have a good time. They're celebrating, I think, 10 years. And I've gone in years past, so it's not like I've never gone. I've gone in years past, and so they'll have a good time. They'll really have a good time. So, but yeah, so my weekend is shaping up to do whatever it's going to do. I didn't even realize it's the end of the month. It is the end of the month, Harry. It is the end of the month. It is the end of the month. Where did July go? Well, some of it was spent in Jamaica. So there you go. A lot of it was spent in Jamaica. And a lot of it was spent getting ready for Jamaica. And then the rest of it was spent recovering from Jamaica. Just saying. So anyway, Harry, I'm going to take a break. And I'm going to come back and we'll talk some more. And not about COVID. Ooh, this is a good political song.
Smiling faces sometimes pretend to be your friend. Smiling faces show no traces of the evil that lurks within. Smiling faces sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof. Oh Lord, yeah. Sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof.
Beware of the handshake that hides a snake.
I'm telling you, beware of the pat on the back. It just might hold you back. Jealousy, misery, envy. I tell you, you can't see behind smiling faces sometimes. Hey, they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof.
Your enemy won't do you no harm, 'cause you know
sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for? When you look behind you, there's no open doors. What are you hoping for? Do you know? Once we were standing still in time, chasing the fantasies that filled our minds. You knew how I loved you, but my spirit was free. Laughing at the questions that you once asked of me. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Now, looking back at all we planned, we let so many dreams just slip through our hands. Why must we wait so long before we see how sad the answers to those questions can be? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for? When you look behind you, there's no open doors. What are you hoping for? Do you know?
I I'm convinced that that's one of the prettier songs that doesn't get talked about enough. Diana Ross says, "Do you know where you're going to?" from the movie Mahogany. And I was talking about this a couple of weeks ago with Ife because she had said she had rewatched it, and I said, "You know, Ife, I rewatched it some time ago, like maybe last year too." And we both came to the same understanding, like, why she had to give up her career to go back to chase his career? Like, why did she give up her dream to go be by his side to for his political career? And then we were like, because it was the 70s and they wasn't going to have no independent black woman doing independent ish. That they were going to center this story. You are nothing unless you are with somebody. So, so now when I watch this movie, I got a different eye. I remember when it first came out in the 70s, I was like, oh, it was just fabulous. Like, I think Floyd Roberts, the cosmetic company, which I think was the Eunice Johnson's baby, Floyd Roberts. Anyway, they had a whole mahogany line with Diana Ross as its muse. So the campaign and this lipstick was like a deep grape purple, like a deep. It was pretty. And I had to beg my mother to get it because she just thought it was too grown woman, you know. And I was like, oh, it was like a plum color. It was stunning. Like it had a blush. They had a couple of kinds of lipsticks. Like it was a whole campaign. And I just remember feeling so sophisticated buying it and wearing it. And I held on to it. And it was like the lip gloss was in like this little pot. And it was very sticky. I remember that part. It was very sticky. And so if you put it on, it was staying on all day. Like you'd have to sandblast that stuff off. But that's what it was. So anyway, so when I see mahogany now through these 63-year-old lens, I'm annoyed because I'm like, girl, you had a dream and you gave it up to go be with him. And listen, Billy D was enough to make anybody give up anything, you know, to be with him. I understood that. However, in this day and age, I was like, oh no, you come over here, I'll come over there. We'll see each other periodically. I'm not giving up my dream to chase your dream. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there as something I was paying attention to. Uh, you know, what else? There was something else that I wanted to wax poetic about. I'm not having any more conversations about the HBCU stuff. I've had enough of it. So now I'm just listening to people. I'm just listening. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just listening. I already made my opinion known on a couple of sites. I just wish they would have. And I know people feel some kind of way about it, but these are our kids, and we could make the rules moving forward about how we want to create safe places, and all of that. I get it. But I'm not going to drag us back there, though. You know. So, oh yeah, she did design some of her own costumes for that film. I mean, it's a beautiful looking film, you know. But when I look at it now, it's a different vibe. When I was young, everybody was young. It was like, ooh, Billy D, what a love story. Now you're like, that woman need to get liberated. Give up your dream? No, sir. But that's the thing about a film. You watch it when at some point in your life, and then you come back to it later, and you're like, oh, I see something else. I see something else. I see something else. You know, um, you know, and that's just what it is. So, uh, uh, I'm at this place now. There are films that I just won't see just because where am in my life. I don't need to see gratuitous violence hailed against women. I'm not interested in that anymore. I done seen enough of those drag, rape, beat up, that kind of stuff. I've seen enough of those kinds of films. You know. Now I want to see women kick some ass and take no prisoners. I want to see women in roles that. Yeah, I know that famous line. Success means nothing without someone to share it with. Uh, Let me tell you. I can show you better than I could tell you. No, sir. I do have people to share it with. I got a whole village, a whole tribe. My tribe is a universe. I have a whole universe. So anyway, I'll let that alone. I will let that alone and let other people of higher intellect discuss. Happy birthday, Dr. Camelia Lawrence. Today is her birthday. It's a bunch of birthdays today. Bunch of birthdays. Alex Robbins, my tap dancing teacher. Dr. Camilla Lawrence. Cheyenne Jade, who indigenous sister who makes all the beautiful jewelry. I have several pairs of her earrings. And Evie Litwalk, happy birthday. Um, so, mm, so much going on. So, happy birthday to all the people who are celebrating birthdays. Who are celebrating birthdays. I like good celebration. Uh, I'm enjoying Mondavi in New York. I'm enjoying him so much. I really am. And I remember Let's Do It Again. Let's Do It Again. You know, there was a lot of good movies at that particular time. It was good. It was a good time. You know, I'm still working out my romance book. I got to wrap it up because I want to get on to the next thing. I'm itching to read some nonfiction. You know, I keep thinking about the 1619 project, so I might pick that up. You know, that might be what I pick up to read. You know, into the rest of the summer. I always like a good summer read, so I'll see about that. I'll see about that. Uh, we'll see. And then let's see what else is going on. Uh, there's some live music playing. I think at Cafe 9. What is today, the 30th? I think maybe today, maybe this evening. That might not be a bad thing to do. I mean, I really need to do some laundry. Mm-hmm. I need to do some laundry, but you know, whatever. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. You know, I do have to remind myself I do have to keep house. You know, uh, uh, I do have to keep house, so I do have to figure out some cleaner clothes. I'm looking forward to Michael B. Jordan's Thomas Crown affair. I'm looking forward to it. I listen, for me, he could do no wrong. He want to be a jewel, you know, he want to be a rich jewel thief. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You want to be a rich, you know, like a, and it looks very James Bond. It looks very Bondish. I'm here for it. You know, I like people who are like, you know what? I see something, I want to take it on. So take it on. And you know, listen, I think men too like to dress up in nice stuff. He looked like a cat that wears nice stuff. He's no Coleman Domingo. Michael B. Jordan is no Coleman Domingo. But he holds his own with a real sartorial gaze. I'm feeling it. You know, I love the David Yurman ads. He's rocking the Yurman pieces. I was like, ooh, ooh. You know, my goal some days when I get enough money in my pockets, I'd like me a piece of David Yurman jewelry. Yeah, everybody got their little like places where they're like, yeah, if I had some extra money in my pocket, that's what I would get me, a piece of David Yurman jewelry. I'm not kidding you. That's some beautiful stuff. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing Michael B. Jordan in the Thomas Crown Height affair thing. You know, and listen, and I want him to get away with everything too. Like, don't kill it for me. High stakes reimagining where Crown steals cultural artifacts and return them to their rightful creators, drawing attention of an investigator. I kind of like that too. I like that better, you know. So, I remember watching the first movie, and it comes on periodically. I think it's got the longest, it holds the record for the longest screen kiss in history. I believe that's the movie that, with Steve McQueen. I think it's a Steve McQueen, the original Thomas Crown affair. Uh, I think that was Steve McQueen. I think. I gotta look now. I gotta look. But I remember watching it. And oh yeah, I forgot. There was another movie with Pierce Brosnan. Holy cow, I forgot. Yes, he made it good. Okay, I'm feeling that. I could see him in that role. I can. I think I saw that one. Yeah, Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway. And that was pretty uh provocative. They set the tabloids afire. So, very nice. Very, very nice. So, huh. I mean, everybody's going to like their version. This is a version for people who are seeing it for the first time. Yeah, so the 1999 remake, Thanks Love, with Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo. And I believe I saw that one. And I think that was like the precursor to the Bond thing, because he was Bond for a minute. You know, I believe he was Bond for a minute. And so this is pretty good. I think it'll be good. So I'm looking forward to it. I like the look of the cast. Uh, you know, three remakes. Is there? Holy cow. Oh, Michelle Yeoh. Oh, Easy Money, Hong Kong Easy Money, which is a gender swap Thomas Crown. Uh, oh, I love that. And I'm a fan of Michelle Yeoh. I really am a big fan of her, you know. And I think it was way before Crouching Dragon. Um, I think it was before that. But I like her. She's got a good sense of humor too. So, huh. I'm gonna check this out. Now I know Steve McQueen didn't play Bond. Pierce Brosnan. That's what I'm talking about. The Pierce Brosnan one. You know. So, oh, that'll be good. I might go to that. So anyway, now I gotta stack them all up and like watch them before I go see the Michael B. Jordan one. Now I gotta stack them all up. And for me, the other character in the Thomas Crown movies is the fashion. You know, like the over the top, sleek, well tailored fashion. That's what I'm gonna be keen on. So I'm gonna go back and look at the Steve McQueen. I'm gonna go back and look at the Pierce Brosnan one. So I'm gonna do my due diligence, and it's kind of fun to sort of watch them back to back. Well, not back to back. Like I ain't gonna sit up and watch them back to back, but it'd be kind of fun to sort of watch them before I go see Michael B. Jordan in this turn. And see what because I know the original one, it's a jewel heist. It's a big jewel heist or jewelry heist. But Michael B. Jordan turns it around and it's like, I'm gonna steal artifacts and give them back, which I kind of like that Robin Hood kind of vibe to it, you know. So it was interesting. I'm looking forward to that. And for people who don't like it, the Melania movie is still streaming, and all the monsters are white. Just so you know. Because I know y'all are hung up on diversity. Y'all worrying about us being diverse in our movies, but you're not worried about diversity in your movies. But okay, so the Melania movie is still streaming, and all the monsters are white. So have at that. Enjoy that. That's all I'm saying. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be over here watching Children of Blood and Bone and Michael B. Jordan and whatever other black ass movie that comes out between now and Christmas. And I'm sure there's some more in the hopper. Oh, okay. Huh. Look at Michelle Yeoh in this 1987 movie. All right. Okay, that might be worth throwing in the mix. It might be. I'll tell you what I did the other week. I was watching they ran a Ocean's 11 marathons. Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, you know. So I ended up watching like pieces of all of them because I really like the Ocean's franchise. I do. I like a good caper. I love a good caper. You know what I mean? Like I love a good caper. I think that's why I like the Onion movies so much with Daniel Craig. The last he just came off the James Bond franchise run, and so he found these sets of movies that he's really suited to. It's like an Agatha Christie take. He's like some kind of freakish Hercule Poirot, but he's not Hercule Poirot, but he's a detective of that ilk, with so I love a caper. So anyway, it's a I'm waiting for the fourth installment. Just so you know, I like them. So, but yeah, so everybody get up to speed on the Thomas Crown Affair. Pick one that you like, watch it, and then be ready for the Michael B. Jordan one, because I'm gonna be ready for it. And he looks like he got solid sartorial game in this Joker. I seen him. He's comes upstairs in that. And I love a man in a white tuxedo jacket. I mean, it's such a classic look. It's such a classic, well done look, and so he just looks good. So I want to see who dresses him in this thing. So now I wonder if it's Ruth Carter. Ruth Carter be working. She done got 2 Oscars for costumes. I wonder if she was working on Children of Blood and Bone. Because she's working. So I gotta find out what she's working on. If she has anything to do with any of these movies, because I love her work. So anyway, so there's a lot of movies. There's a lot of movies that's gonna have our attention. So the fall is shaping up to be falling. I can't wait. I'm here for it. I'll talk a little bit about the author who wrote Children of Blood and Bone, who is still, she left the movie and I don't know, fell out with Shahidi, the young sister that's in it, one of the young sisters that's in it, and then she gave no clues as why she was upset, but she made some comments about, she didn't enjoy this process and blah blah blah, and I think she's going to be drowned out by just the spectacle of how beautiful this film looks. So listen, I want sisters to say what they need to say and have their peace, but I don't know. There's some of us out there that are, I don't know. I'm going to find out and then we'll talk some more. So enjoy this day. Stay dry. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Oh, this is the weekend, baby. We are at the weekend. So, sounds good. All right, Harry. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see y'all.
Baby, don't fight it. I'm coming, baby. Na 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 na. Do you know how long the tree lives? For the reason it grows. You may ask me all these questions, like for you I'd wait, 'cause it's the way nature planned it. We stay together. It's the way